It is 6:44. Welcome back. And Angus Potterton is the MD of Savills Ireland and is with me now on the line. Good morning, Angus.
Good morning, Donald.
Click and purchase. You have a new initiative. Savills has a new initiative rolling it out in Ireland. You reckon could speed up commercial and residential property transactions, basically allowing real-time auctions online.
Yeah, well, I suppose, Donald, click to purchase is a platform that we've introduced through Savills.ie. Traditionally, a buyer and a seller agree a price in a property, and then they move into a sale agreed period. And that period can last 4 to 6 weeks or even longer. And during that period, there is actually no guaranteed commitment for either party until the contract gets signed. What the click to purchase platform allows is for both parties to immediately exchange a legally binding contract using an electronic signature, which is attached to an electronic contract note.
So essentially, at the point of going sale agreed, rather than waiting for all of the conveyancing and the legals to happen, you're kind of pre-contracting to see through the deal. Yeah,
that's correct. So all of the information, including the contract, is up on the Click to Purchase website. So if you're the purchaser, your solicitor views that prior to you making the offer. So once you make the offer and it's accepted, you're then in a position to exchange those contracts. It's not unlike buying anything online. If you press the acceptance button or press the pay button, you're now into a legally binding situation, and either party are obliged to fulfil the terms of that agreement.
Presumably, as long as everything else then falls into place, so would a traditional conveyancing would then still have to happen in those 6 to 8 weeks following that?
Yeah, no, you can actually make that period as shorter as long as you like, depending on the complexity of the thing. But effectively, you have exchanged your contract. So that period, we've seen sales happen in a couple of days after that, or it might be a couple of weeks after that. But certainly, it doesn't need to be any longer.
And presumably that's the end of the likes of gazumping and gazundering and deals falling out of bed and because there's a lot of kind of uncertainty in property deals.
Oh no, yeah, it certainly does that. It removes that uncertain period, as I said, the sale agreed period, when either party isn't bound by any contract. Once the button is pressed on this, both parties are bound, and neither party can back themselves out of it. Or indeed, if a better offer comes in, there's no way out. You have to proceed with the deal.
It's tough luck at that point. You're in. In terms of where this is now, has it actually rolled out? Have you done deals in Ireland?
So we've just launched Click to Purchase in the last 24 hours. We know we have a couple of properties in the pipeline that we would hope will be exchanged on the platform in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But this is a technology that has been used in the UK now for a couple of years, and we know there's 300 to 400 deals have happened on the platform, and it has been used very successfully there.
And their legal system's essentially the same as ours, so there shouldn't be any great differences there.
There isn't any huge differences, but although this has all been adapted, and we've taken legal advice and everything around any specific areas of difference between the two legal systems. But yeah, effectively they're much the same.
And in terms of the application of this, is this something that's only going to be available for Savills? So for Savills deals, i.e., Savills as an agent uses this for their own transactions. Is it something you can kind of roll across to other estate agents?
Well, for the moment, it's certainly something that is exclusive to ourselves, and we're offering it as another service or another tool to Savills clients. But in time, I'm sure other estate agents will potentially use online platforms to trade property.
Do you expect any resistance? Are there are there interested quarters that will fight this?
No, I don't think so, and it is only a tool within the armoury of the estate agent.
Yeah,
it's something that we offer. It's not something that we are going to force anyone to use, and it won't be appropriate for every sale. There are certain types of properties it's probably more suitable for, and and we'll work with our clients to decide which is the most appropriate to use.
In terms of the overall housing market, it's been up and down. It's been all over the place. What are you seeing at the moment? Is there a volume of deals happening now?
No, absolutely. There's probably, as everybody knows, a shortage of supply in the retail, in the resales market. But the new homes market has picked up pretty dramatically over the last year, and we're seeing, pretty significant volumes of sales in the new homes area, certainly since the start of the year.
Was that helped by the Help to Buy then, and will cutting off the Help to Buy affect that?
The help to Buy has been a factor, but there's an underlying demand there for housing in Dublin. And throughout the country. There's a shortage of supply, so I don't believe that the Help to Buy, the cutting off of that, will make any huge difference.
Angus Potterton, thanks for taking the call this morning. Coming up after the break, Laura Devoy will be here with the latest from the markets.